moon today, the full pink moon. Okay, and we're going to really think a lot about balance as we have been all week. So let's find our seated balance first. Remember, if your legs don't like being crossed at some point, you can take them straight at any time. And then just rock side to side. Feel your sit bones. And then feel yourself sitting evenly on the sit bones with a long spine. So sometimes when we sit, and we might want to put our hands on our knees, and that draws the shoulders forward, rounds the spine. So let's sit up, draw the shoulders back over the hips, and then decide where the hands need to be to accomplish this. Okay, so rather than holding my knees, maybe I have my hands on my thighs instead. And let's breathe from here. So just smooth out the breath. You might even want to close your eyes since we're safely seated on the earth here. And just let your breath smooth out. And notice how the breath moves now from seated as opposed to when we're standing in one long line. There's a lot of corners for the breath to go around, and see if you can observe it doing that. As you set an intention for your practice, and then if your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open and bring your hands down by your side with your palms face up. We're going to be drawing energy up from the earth and continuing to maintain the spine in good posture here. Maintain the sit bones connected to the earth. Draw up, inhale. And continue to lengthen the spine as the arms come down, right? We're lengthening the crown of the head toward the sky here, and just gently touch your fingertips to the earth. We're drawing up energy again. Inhale. And gently touch as you come down, and notice if your fingertips maybe touch at the same time. Try and do that. Good. And inhale again. And this time, close your eyes, or at least defocus them, and see if with your eyes closed, you can touch your fingertips down at the same time. All right, let's get the spine moving now. So we're going to be moving into cats and cows, nice and deep. For this, hands to the knees. Lean forward, arch the back, shine the heart forward, and then round your spine and gaze towards your lap. So start moving into this, liberating, equalizing the spine, and see where it can go for you this morning. All right, if you just joined, welcome. And then keeping your gaze towards your lap, just breathe into that space in between your shoulder blades, and then come on up to seated. Bring your palms to touch, lean back, and change the cross of your ankles, and come back to your long spine, nice, easy seat. Okay, so let's take the left fingertips gently to the mat, keep those sit bones grounded, right arm up, and tilt to the left. And then just going side to side. So we're keeping the sit bones grounded, and we're never pressing into that hand. I almost called it supporting hand, but it's not. It's just your down hand, because the support is coming from your core here. Just as when we do this standing, we want to keep the feet grounded. We want to keep the sit bones grounded when we're sitting, so that we get that stretch through the side that we're looking for. Now that we've warmed this movement up, let's take the left hand down, right arm up, tilt to the left and stay here. Okay, make sure that sit bone is still grounded. Inhale and exhale. Now start to walk your left fingertips away. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that nice length in the right side. Come on up. Bring the right fingertips down, tilt to the right. Start to walk the right fingertips away. Notice if the lengthen your side, if the feeling in your left side changes as you walk your fingertips away, right fingertips. Bring it up, hands to the heart, lean back, and change the cross of your ankles. We're going to go back over to the side for a moment. So go ahead and take your left hand down, right arm up. Now place your left hand palm up on your left thigh and make some big circles. So the moon is full. We're working on circles. Make some nice big circles here. The right arm comes over. It reaches long forward and then comes out to the right. And then pause with your right arm straight up, your spine long. Bring your right hand behind your head. And we're not pressing into the head, but we're going to take the right elbow toward the left knee. So turn towards your left knee. Bring your right elbow toward the left knee. Come on up. And release. Now it's left arm up, tilt, right hand to the right thigh, circles. Nice and long, extending through the spine. Good, and the next time you're over to the right, stay there. Then come straight up, left arm straight up, left hand behind the head, and take your left elbow over toward the right knee. And release, shake out the arms, move around, inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to be doing up twist. So start with your right ankle in front of your left, okay? And we're lifting the arms, and then take a twist to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Take it up, switch the cross of your ankles, and twist to the left. Okay, you can continue with your feet like this, or as you come up, you can lift, most of you will, and right ankle in front of left, twist right, up, switch ankles, twist left, okay? Remember, when you twist, you're not leaning forward or anything. We're just keeping the spine long in each twist. There you go. The next time you find yourself twisted to the right, stay here. Your left hand is on your right leg, your right hand is by your hip. Put extra length in your spine, inhale, and from the torso, twist a little more and turn your gaze to the right. Now as you exhale, turn your gaze to the left. And turn your gaze back to the right. Now let that right arm float up by the ear and tilt over your left leg. All right, let's bring it up. Change the cross of your legs however you're doing that. Twist left, stay here, lengthen. Twist a little deeper if there's any more for you to go, and gaze to the left. As you exhale, gaze right. Next exhale brings the gaze back to the left. Left arm floats up and you tilt over your right leg. All right, bring it back, hands to the heart. Just find a comfortable seat here, Sukhasana, right? Easy seat. And just observe what's been happening for you in your body. Good, shake things out. Let's get those legs out. If they've been crossed, go ahead and give them a nice little shake. Shake out the wrists. How's everybody doing? Are we ready? Yes, we're going to move into some core work. Sure, it's time. Okay. Let's go ahead and bend at the knees. The feet are hip-width distance apart. Draw your hands to touch. Okay? And we're just going to, with the feet down, lean back and reach through the legs. Lean back and reach through the legs. All right, the next time you reach through, come back to seated and shake things out. So that's one way of doing what we're going to do, okay? And you're welcome to stay with that. Okay, now let's bring the hands together, okay? Lean back and extend the legs as we reach. Lean back and extend. Lean back and extend. Back, extend. Here we go. And one more time, back and extend and bring it in. Okay, so now we're going to bring the knees up, all right? And this is the final version with 2 knees up. Already the core is saying like, yeah, this is a lot of work. You might continue like we did with the feet down. We're keeping the legs stable for now. Take it back, reach through. Take it back, reach through. Let's add the legs, extend and up, extend and up. It actually feels more natural to extend and bend the legs, doesn't it? When the knees are up. I know, who's loving this? Extend. 2 more. 1 more. And bring it down, shake it out. All right, shake around, shake those wrists out, and take a couple of breaths. Anybody feel that? Core starting to wake up? Okay, so let's bring that to some oblique work. We're going to have the feet hip-width distance apart, palms touching, okay? And take it back. Now bring both hands to the right. Take it back, hands left. Take it back, hands right. Take it back, hands left. And the next time you go to your left, you'll be even, oh yeah, and come back to center, release, and shake out those legs. All right, so let's see if you want to do that with your knees up, okay? Feet down is perfectly, you just felt it. It's plenty of work. If you want to try with your knees up, palms touch. We're going to extend the legs and bend, taking the hands to the right. So we extend, come up, hands right, extend, hands left, extend, hands right, extend, hands left. We won't do too many with the knees up because, oh man, is this a lot of work. And the next time you go to the left, believe it or not, you're already done. Shake it out. All right, let's do a couple of just soft forward folds to just release the spine. So take a couple of breaths here and just bring your hands to your legs and just walk forward. We're not trying to really get anywhere. We're just releasing. Walk the hands up and then go back. And walk the hands up. And shake out the legs. Anybody feel those? We good to move on? All right, good. We'll go to the hips now. So how about a nice, since we're down here, let's go ahead and start our day with a nice set of water wheels here. So take it down, hands by your side. Now think about the feet being super grounded here, okay? Think about all four corners of your feet touching the mat. So we've got that balance in the feet even as we're laying down on the earth. Now keep the left foot nice and planted like that, okay? And that left knee is going to be headed straight to the sky. It's not rocked out to the side here. And right knee in, point up, flex down to start water wheel. Every once in a while, think about your left foot. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in, flex your right foot, flex out, point up, knee in, and continue in the reverse water wheel. And the next time your right knee comes in, hold it in. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring. Keep that left foot planted and take the right leg out to the right and back to center. So we're really focusing on opening the right hip out to the right here. And keeping that left foot planted helps keep it in that area so the left leg isn't suddenly joining in to do things. Okay, the next time your right knee is back in center, hold it there. Take your left hand outside of your right leg. Take your right arm out from the right shoulder. Extend your left leg any amount and draw your right knee just past the belly button. Stop here. 2 hips are still on the mat, 2 shoulders. Okay. Take your gaze towards your right fingertips. Now we're going to let the right hip lift. Keep the right shoulder attached to the earth as we take that right knee over to the left. Still gazing toward the right fingertips. And then coming back through center, ankle across the thigh, right ankle across the left thigh, right foot is flexed. Draw your legs in towards you. Check to see if your right knee is headed towards your face. If it is, press it away from your face and then move your legs around. Feel into your right hip. Maybe the legs go forward and back, side to side, making circles. If you're making circles, go one direction and then the other. And just feel into that. Come back to center and we're going to move the ankle here. So just come in your figure 4, take your left leg straight up, point and flex that left foot. And circle the ankle one direction and the other, waking up that whole area of the body. And now let's go ahead and cross at the thighs here. Hold on, opposite leg with opposite hand. And then see what kind of movements the hips would enjoy from this cross-legged position. All right, let's release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. Preparing to do the same series with the left leg. Now that right foot is grounded, it stays there. Okay, that leg is stable. Left knee in, point up, flex down. And the next time your left knee is in, hold it, flex your left foot, flex out, point up, knee in, out and up and in. Thinking about that right foot staying steady, right? Hold the left knee in, hold on to your shin or your hamstring, and take the left leg out to the side and back to center. All right, staying at center here, take your right hand outside your left leg, extend the left arm out from the shoulder, and let that right leg straighten whatever amount it's ready for, okay? It could be, the knee could be quite bent, the leg could be quite straight, anywhere in between. Take that left knee just past the belly button. And now let the left knee continue to come over to the right. Left shoulder is still in contact with the earth. You're gazing towards your left fingertips. Now as you come back to center, let your left ankle come across your right thigh with your left foot flexed. Bring the legs in. Check your left knee. See if it needs to move a little more away from the face. Encourage that with your hand, and then move your hips around. Move your legs around. And coming back to center now, go ahead and take the right leg up, point and flex. And circle one direction and the other. All right, let's release, unwind, bring, oh, we forgot the X. I heard you thinking that. Yep, cross your legs into an X, hold on, opposite hand to opposite leg, and just move around a little more. All right, let's release, unwind, bring 2 feet to the mat, and go ahead and open and close those knees a bit. All right, from here you're going to come to hands and knees. And let's get those arms ready for some nice energetic work or play this weekend. So come into your knee down plank. We're going to do plank, push up, hips to heels. You might decide that you want to do knee up plank. You might decide to stay in knee down plank. But your push-ups have to be strong. Your spine has to stay long. No saggy spines here. Okay? So just work through that. All right, the next time your hips are back, just hang here for a moment so we can all get back in, back together. Now come into either your knee up or knee down plank and do one super slow. Take it down, press up, and then come into child's pose. So with your forehead connected to something, right? Not dangling. It might be resting on your mat or your hands. Just revisit your intention if it was for this practice or for your weekend or for the next 30 seconds. And then find your way to a nice, even, downward facing dog. Okay? So, just as always, dog could be on the wall, hands on a chair or a table, or you could be in an inverted V. You've got 4 points of contact here on the mat. Feel your weight distributed, and then go ahead and let's walk the dog. As you roll over your feet, feel that whole massage, liberation of the toes thing. Press one heel down and hold. Switch sides, other heel down and hold. Both heels down and hold. And then take your journey for this morning, however you want to get your feet to your hands. Good. When you get there, bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward for a half lift. Slide your hands down your legs, folding over the hip creases, only as far as you're ready to go right now. You're in forward fold, and then feet are grounded, upper body super light. Float the arms out and up, upward salute, palms touch. Hands come heart center. And now find a standing mountain pose. Equal standing, as much as you can. Palms are facing forward so the shoulders are nice and open. And observe how the breath moves now as you're standing, as we've loosened things up. Okay, let's see how it feels to stand with the big toes touching. So there's a little distance between the heels here when the big toes touch. But now we've basically taken our hip width distance stance closer, and see if this feels more stable, more wobbly. We're just observing. We're gathering information. And then just go ahead and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to move into sun salutations with a low crescent lunge. So go ahead and get your knee padding in place, any extra support that the knees might request when we come into low crescent lunge, and come to the top of your mat. All right, feet are hip width distance. We're in mountain pose. Let's inhale, float the arms up. Exhale into your swan dive. Hands to the thighs, knees and hips bend, shine your heart forward. Sink the knees in, sink the hips down, bring the hands to the mat. Step back with your right leg and enjoy that lunge. Bring your back knee down, your right knee, come into low crescent lunge. I'm going to switch sides to show you something here. So your right knee is still down, your left knee is over your ankle. You're in low crescent lunge. Now go ahead and bring your hands down and circle your right arm up and back a couple of times. Then bring your hand back down and come into your plank. Knees up or down. This might, you do an assortment maybe through your practice. That's great too. And chaturanga down. All right. So from here, let's just go ahead, hands light on the mat. Take a nice little cobra. Lift the hands and release. Now come into that cobra again, this time without using the hands. Just lift up. Yes. And release. Find your way to downward facing dog. so we've got 4 points of contact. We're even on all 4 points. And now we're going to take the right leg without moving any other part of the body. The right leg comes up to hip height. We're nice and balanced now, 2 hands on the left foot. Flex your right foot and tap it down and up. And let the right leg be the only thing that's moving here. Down and up. Next time the right leg is up, hold it up. Draw the knee in toward the chest. Come high on those left toes. Take whatever big step is available to you. It might be a small step. And find yourself in the low crescent lunge position. All right, we're bringing the hands down and keep the left hand down. Now circle the right arm. Open up to the right as you circle. All right, bring it down, tuck your back toes, lift that back knee. Inhale and exhale. And take a big step forward with your back foot, half lift, forward fold. And float the arms out and up, palms touch. Yes, and hands come heart center. Okay, everybody good to go on, we did both sides. Yeah, we'll go on the other side. This time we're going to have option to lift that back knee. So it's going to look like this. Let me do it so you can see. All right, so we'll keep one hand down, tuck the back toes, and maybe lift as we circle. And that knee is going to bend and straighten, but it's not going to touch the mat. So that's an option. Everybody got that? Come to the top of the mat. And let's breathe. Get the breath back. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift, bend at the knees and hips, shine your heart forward, sink everything down. Good, now we step back with that left leg. Enjoy the lunge from here. Bring the left knee down, okay? So now the left hand, let's come into crescent lunge first. Arms up, why not? Now bring the hands down. The left hand stays down. Option lifting the left knee as you circle the right arm up and back. Bend and straighten that knee. Try not to touch down. And then land in up. Bring your right hand down and find your plank. Okay? And if you're bringing your knees down, bring your knees down. Great. All right, let's see nice strong chaturanga. Okay, moving to cobra on ridge top. So take your hands 6 inches, maybe 8 inches out from the shoulders. Fingertips are pressing into the earth. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Shine your heart forward. Yes, and release. We're going to do that one more time. Cobra on ridge tops. We really are pressing into the fingertips here. And release. All right, let's shake everything out and come into downward facing dog. Okay, we've got those 4 points of contact going in the down dog. Now we're taking the left leg up with the foot flexed, redistributing our weight so it's nice and even. And then left leg only is moving. Take it down and up. Hold the left leg up, Bring the knee in toward the chest. Lift high on those right toes and take whatever step is available to you. And then set up for your low crescent lunge. Yeah, arms up. All right, let's bring the hands down. Knee lift option here. If you're doing that, tuck your back toes. And we take the left arm up and around. Knee bends and straightens. One more time. Bring it down. Engage all the muscles of the body and take the biggest step you can, back foot to the front. Come the rest of the way up as necessary. Take a half lift. Slide the hands down your legs for forward fold. And then float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good. And release, shake it out. All right, let's come to our mountain pose here and let the breath settle, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we're gonna move into a sun and moon balance, but we're going to start with just a heel lift and then a knee lift. So come into mountain pose. We'll have the feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart as you raise your right heel. And release. Inhale, raise the left heel. Okay? Inhale, raise both heels, if that feels okay for you. All right, here we go. Right heel or knee. Left heel or knee. Either alternate through this or add the double heel raise. Right heel or knee, left heel or knee. Add the double heel raise if that's working for you this morning. Whatever round you're on, go ahead and finish and come back to mountain pose. Okay, take a couple of breaths. So a nice moving balance there, and now we have a sense of how the body is feeling about balance. So we're going to come into sun and moon, right knee. Of course, if it's the day for you to keep your toes gently on the mat, you can do that. Right knee, left arm. Gaze is steady, mind is calm. We're in sun and moon. Good, and release. Nice. Left knee, right arm. And good, we're in sun and moon. I see a lot of this, which is perfect. What's happening here? The knee is over the ankle, right? The foot is not thrown back. So this is really good because this is more of a challenge. That's why we like to do it that way. All right, here we go. Sun and moon, right knee, left arm. And release, left knee, right arm. And release. All right, who's ready for more of a balance challenge than we just did? I think so. Okay, here we go. Right knee, left arm. Now take your arms out to the side. Extend your right leg as you draw the arms overhead. Take the arms back out to the side as you bend the knee. One more time, extend the right leg. Arms out, bend the knee. Return to sun and moon, left arm up, and release, shake it out. All right, that's my tricky side, you know that, okay? Let's see how it works on the other side. And you might be the same way. You might have one side that is a little less stable than the other. Sun and moon on the left. Here we go, arms out. Extend the arms overhead, leg long. Bend as the arms come down. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Back to sun and moon. Right arm up, left arm down. Yes, and release, shake it out. All right. So whether that went like you didn't wobble at all or you wobbled a great deal, we taught the body a lot in that movement. All right, so let's go into now, since we just did sun and moon balance, we're going to go 5-pointed star to moonflower and then into a sunflower. So the feet are wider than hip width distance, toes are turned out. We are squaring off those feet, remember, knees over toes. Adding arms for 5-pointed star, elbows to waist, knees out for moonflower. So now we're moving through this more slowly, very smoothly to balance out that energy of our practice as, you know, what we just did in the sun salutation and trying to balance. Now we're just moving easily through a 5-pointed star to moonflower. And we're going to maintain this ease as we come back to 5-pointed star and come into sunflower, knees out, go down as much or as little as you want. Cross your right arm in front of your left and bring it up. And then left arm in front of right and bring it up. Keep those feet square so the knees go where you want them to, right over the center of the foot. And after your next sunflower, just come back up, inhale, and go ahead and take the legs back side by side, arms down by your side. Inhale and exhale, and shake things out. All right, so we're going to move into just a nice warrior two with the archer. So it's going to be nice and soft and smooth, legs are wide. Right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle, hips are level, right? Right knee bends, those feet are square, the right knee is tracking through the center of the right foot, arms in line with your shoulders, gazing calmly past your right fingertips. Now turn your gaze to your left fingertips, follow your left hand as it comes around, meets the right, travels up the right arm through the center of the body. We're still looking at that left hand. We're open and bring the left hand back around. Draw the fingertips across. Left arm back. And one more time, keep your gaze on your left fingertips, your left hand. And now this time when you land in warrior two, turn your gaze to the right and gaze past your right fingertips. Feel the balance of being super grounded on the earth and light in the upper body. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn all 10 toes forward. Put your index fingers into your hip creases. And decide how far down you're coming here, and then just move around. Just let go in your forward fold here. Come back to center and slowly come up. All right, if your legs are asking for a break, go ahead, give them one, shake them out, and then come back to wide legs. Left toes forward, right toes in at an angle. Those feet are nice and square and grounded. Right knee, that's your left knee. Left knee over left ankle, shoulders over hips. Hips are level. Arms out from the shoulders, gazing past the left fingertips. Turn your gaze to the right. Follow your right fingertips as they come around to your left hand. Draw the right fingertips across the arm and body. Arm open. And 2 more times like that. And then when you're settled, take your gaze back past your left fingertips. Feel your warrior 2 happening. Bring your hands to your hips, turn the toes forward, and let's start our final wiggling around, whether that's in wide legs or you want to take your legs a little closer together. Move through. Start to come up, remember to come up slowly. Continue to move as you check around your space to see if there's anything you want to bring with you as we move down, back down to the earth. And then find yourself in a nice balanced mountain pose at the top of your mat. Okay. Now let's see how it feels to bring those big toes to touch one more time. Feet are square, and even try to defocus or close your eyes and just notice what happens in the body. Just observing. All right, so from here now, let's inhale, float the arms up. Those big toes are still touching. Take it down into a forward fold. Hands to the thighs, shine your heart forward. Sink it down and find your way. If you're going through a vinyasa, go ahead, plank chaturanga, back bend. Otherwise, come into downward facing dog. All right. And if you're already in dog, go ahead and bend the knees to one side, hips to the other. If you're doing a vinyasa, just take your time, do your vinyasa. If you're in dog, come back to center. Let's get those knees to the mat at the same time. Sit off to the side. And coming into seated mountain pose. Okay. And just take a couple of breaths here. Either defocus or close your eyes and feel into your posture. Okay? Are you, by chance, leaning forward? Maybe your feet have flopped open, rotating the hips. Let's just have everything in great alignment here. So from here, we're going to turn the palms out and drawing energy up from the earth, lift the arms, inhale. Turning the palms out, continuing to lengthen the spine even as the arms go down. Fingertips touch, maybe they get there at the same time. And let's do that now. Inhale the arms long. Close your eyes or just defocus them if you don't want to close them. And see if you can get your fingertips to touch at the same time. All right, shake it out. Okay. Everybody good here? Let's do a couple of soft forward folds. So now we're not keeping those legs energetically engaged. We're just letting them be natural. Arms up and just melt. We don't care how far down the hands go. Roll your hands up your legs. Inhale and roll down. And come on up. All right, we're going to bring the feet hip-width distance, bend the knees, and slowly roll down. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're going to start with some closed leg windshield wipers. So bring your legs to touch, take your arms out from your shoulders, and just gently sway the knees side to side. Let your head go opposite the legs. And just see how this feels for your back. And then come up to center. Take your feet mat width distance apart. And we're going to do the same thing, just now with the legs wider apart and maybe moving a little deeper into, maybe taking the knees a little lower. We're still moving the head from side to side and the knees from side to side. Slow it down. There's no speed involved here. We're just moving side to side. And the next time both knees are over to the right, wherever they are in this movement, just stay here. Turn your gaze towards your left fingertips. Come up to center. Take the knees to the left as far as they're going to go right now. You might notice that the right hip flexor, the front hip flexor, you can feel something in there as you turn your gaze towards your left fingertips. Good, and then come center, and let's bring the arms down and move around a little bit. Okay, extend both legs and both arms. Inhale, exhale, draw your right knee in. Hold on to the shin or the hamstring and just rest here in Ardha Appanasana, half wind removing pose. Extend the right leg, arms overhead. Bring the left knee in. Extend the left leg, arms overhead. This time we're bringing both knees in, holding shin or hamstring, and massage the spine. So we're going maybe side to side. And try not to have your knees so far up to your face that you're, at the center of your spine here. Let your knees come away from you, and as you move side to side, you get a little different kind of massage there. Now come back to center. Put your hands on your knees, and we're going to keep the hands on the knees as we make circles. Press away, to the right, in, and to the left. Away, to the right, in, and to the left, making some small circles. Hold the knees in, and let's reverse. Away, to the left, in, and to the right. And then come back to center, bring both feet to the mat, hands down by your side. Okay, let's give the spine a moment here as we open the fingers wide and gently wiggle the fingers in. Open and wiggle, and then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Okay, keeping that left foot grounded, just take your right leg up any amount so you can point and flex your right foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Bring the right foot down, left foot up, point and flex. And circle. And bring your left foot down. Let your knees gently open and close. Come back to center. And now scan your body from head to toe. See if anything needs to change position, wiggle a little more, move around as you prepare yourself for final relaxation. And coming into your final relaxation position for this practice. Feel the earth supporting you. Inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale. Melt your body onto the earth and just be in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw in. Find your way over to a side. And help yourself up to a nice easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.